Hey guys, this is Mark Yo here again. Welcome back to my channel. So I've been using the ASUS Zenfone 8 for more than 1 week already, and I must say, oh boy, I haven't used a compact phone for a long time, to be honest. This phone is really a good news for you compact phone lovers out there. Plus this phone packed with a top of the line Snapdragon 888 chipset. But for 2699 ringgit Malaysia, is it worth your hard-earned cash? Let's find out in today's video. First, let's talk about the size. The screen size is 5.9-inch AMOLED screen by Samsung with Full HD Plus 1080p resolution. The AMOLED screen on this phone is crisp and vibrant, which is nice. And you'll be happy to know that the screen is protected with Corning Gorilla Glass Victus for better protection against crack and scratches. To be honest, there are some bezel here and there at the screen, especially the chin. It's not huge, but compared to other phones like Mi 11 and S20 Ultra, it's still noticeable here. The weight of the phone is 169 grams, which is actually pretty light, so one-handed usage is actually quite easy. But I must warn you guys that the glass back is pretty slippery, so it's better to use this phone with a case for a better grip. So you guys can always use the inbox case, which is very nice, or the Rhino Shield case given free by ASUS, but first come first serve only. Honestly, I'm not a fan of compact phone. I'm so used to phones with big screen, 6.5-inch and above. From 6.8 to 6.9-inch back to 5.9-inch really takes a bit of time to get used to it. But I'm sure the compact size of the Zenfone 8 definitely have a place in many people's heart. Secondly, connectivity. I'm actually in a bit of love and hate situation here. I like that this phone supports dual band Wi-Fi being connected at the same time, meaning you can have better coverage and more stable Wi-Fi connection in your area. For example, your house, your workplace. But at the same time, I'm actually kind of disappointed that there's no voice over LTE support for my telco company, Digi in Malaysia. For the time being, voice over LTE on this phone only supports Maxis and U Mobile. So if you're on Digi, Yes, Celcom or Unify Mobile, then you are out of luck, which is kind of a bummer because this is a flagship phone. I heard that ASUS ROG 5 users also facing the same problem. So ASUS, please fix this ASAP. I'm sure that other countries also facing the same voice over LTE issue. Otherwise, call quality is good, Bluetooth also no issues. As you can see here, there's a notification light at the bottom of the phone, which is also very handy when you have messages notification on your phone or your phone is very low on battery. Number 3, the ASUS Zenfone 8 runs on ASUS own Zen UI. This is ASUS' answer to those users who love Google Stock Android. It's very near to stock Android already. Very few ASUS own apps which are essential like Call app, Gallery, ASUS Data Transfer, the Camera app. And the Call app even have recording feature, which I'm sure most people will be happy to know. If you are from Samsung or Xiaomi phones previously, which have tons of features and apps or bloatwares, you might need time to get used to this phone. But if you are from Pixel or OnePlus, you feel some similarities here. At the end of the day, it all comes down to personal preference. Number 4, the performance. Snapdragon 888 on this phone. And this phone screen supports a maximum of 120Hz of refresh rate. So scrolling on this phone is actually enjoyable. Great performance for daily normal usage, no issues. I've received 2 firmware updates for the past 1 week and the heating issues have been improved since then. Before that, normal usage like Facebook, YouTube also caused the phone to heat up quite easily until it's not so comfortable to grip. But now it's good to go. For most games like PUBG, no issue also, minimal heat produced. However, I tested on Genshin Impact and half an hour gaming, you can feel that the frames start to heat up, which is a bit uncomfortable to hold the phone. Frame drops also start to kick in after 25 minutes of gameplay. Well, Genshin Impact is not an easy game to handle for most phones to be fair. Number 5, the cameras. The Zenfone 8 has 2 cameras at the back, 64 megapixel main shooter and 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens. For photos, it turned out quite good for the main shooter and ultra-wide lens during daytime. As for the night mode, it can perform well also, not bad. The Zenfone 8 uses the 12 megapixel ultra-wide lens for 4cm micro shot. Nothing impressive, it can get the job done. As for video recording, it can take 8K at 24 frames per second, 4K at 30 or 60 fps, but no stabilization. As for 1080p at 60 or 30 fps, the stabilization is actually very good. You guys can check it out, my photos and video sample after this. Number 6. Battery life. This phone has a 4000 mAh battery. For this phone this size, it's actually considered quite big already. For normal usage, without gaming, it can last for 6 to 7 hours of screen on time on internet data connection. Gaming on the other hand use up a lot of battery. 30 minutes of PUBG session use up 14% of battery. My half an hour Genshin Impact session use up around 18% of battery. So you guys can roughly estimate the battery performance of this phone during gameplay. If you run out of battery, the inbox 30W hypercharger can top up the phone battery, and ASUS claim that charging from 0 to 60% takes around 25 minutes and full charge in 80 minutes. However, this is my own personal charging test yesterday morning, and I charged my phone at 7:27 AM with 3% left. It took around 34 minutes to charge from 3% to 64%. However, it seemed like after 80%, the charging speed started to slow down drastically, as you can see here. Overall, it took 79 minutes for the phone to charge from 3% to 100%. So from 0 to full charge, in actual fact, takes longer than 80 minutes. But I guess this is ASUS' way to protect the battery lifespan. So guys, please take note. Number 7. The dual stereo speakers on this phone is awesome. The loudness and bass is definitely impressive for such a compact phone. These speakers are powered by Dirac and high-res audio, and ASUS was kind enough to include a 3.5mm headphone jack. As you can see here. Nice. This is very much appreciated by a lot of users, including me. So watching content using this phone is definitely immersive. So there you go guys, my full review of the Zenfone 8 after using it for 1 week. For Ringgit Malaysia 2699, which the price is quite well positioned, this is actually a well built phone, especially the silver one, which is quite simple looking but elegant. I got my Zenfone 8 from Omaiya Store in SS2 Petaling Jaya. Currently they're having promotion with all these goodies here. So do get in touch with them for further details. So should you get this phone? Get this phone if you really want a compact flagship phone with Snapdragon 888, great display, great dual speakers and good cameras. But do bear in mind the absence of voice over LTE support for certain telco. And if you are a heavy gamer, this phone battery might not be able to last you long enough. Hope you guys find this video informative. Until then, please take care, stay safe, and peace guys.